So, is Dre as tedious as they say he is in the studio?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Tedious.
Wow.
Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the small things is what matter. If you look at all aspects of our lives, like relationships, a bullet, how small a bullet is, but it can take a life. You know, it's the small things that destroy shit. So you gotta pay attention to the details, so that you know everything comes out perfect. So some people, you know, it might bother them, but myself, I love the fact that he's meticulous like that because he cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So, out of all the producers you work with, he's definitely the one that really brings that grind out of you the most, right?
Yeah, he's the greatest producer, hip-hop producer all time, possibly one of the greatest ever in the history of music.
Yeah.
Arguably, you know, it's one of the greatest ever.
I definitely agree. Now, as far as the album's concerned, see, this is my problem, because before I do journalism or music or anything myself, I mean, you know, I'm a fan first, and a lot of problems that I had when I would go get a lot of albums is you got the 3 good tracks, and I'm sure you can relate, man. A lot of dudes, exactly, not a lot of substance.
See, one song, he ain't talking about shit, the whole record. Listen, you're not gonna do that with my album. I went to New York and played my album for like all the different magazines, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read some of these magazines and some of the reviews that I'm getting, you know, journalists are very hard on hip hop right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting 4, 4.5, some 5 because it's a great record. It's the beginning and the ending. It's not it's not just one song. You know what I mean? People just making singles, they're not making albums. I made an album.
No doubt. I mean, when I heard that Grits joint, I was like, all right, man, this is definitely gonna be something to check out. I mean, even when I heard the joints on the re-up, I was like, wow, man, this boy's bringing a lot of fire, man. And I mean, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of other people, don't take this the wrong way, but you know, you're not like a typical Atlanta rapper. I think you're kind of more universal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you could really apply to anybody.
Yeah, well, I don't ever want to put myself in no box as far as, I don't want people to hear me and say, oh, that he's that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in a box like that, because I think that's corny. You know?
No doubt.
I just want to be incredible. I want people to hear me say, man, he's the shit. And be done with it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I mean, just like Ludacris, when a lot of people, you know, when he first came out, he wasn't really labeled to, you know, to like, you know, Southern hip hop. He always had that universal appeal to him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Cool. So, I mean, we've seen the game switch up a lot over the last, I don't know, decade, last couple years.
Yep.
Are you happy with it, or are you ain't feeling what's going on right now?
You know, who am I to judge it? I ain't God. You know
True.
what I'm saying? I ain't created. I'm just playing it. You know, everybody talking about they gonna save hip hop. One person didn't make hip hop, so how can one person save it? You understand? Like, it's impossible. That's not how it is. You know, all I'm doing is giving it some booster shots. It takes a group of us. It takes all of us. If the so-called save hip hop, you know, and then like, what are we saving it from? You know, we saving it from ourselves, right? So we need to check ourselves. Hip hop's gonna do what it do.
No doubt.
We need to save ourselves. Talking about saving hip hop.
I mean, how do you feel? Alright, an artist puts out an album, right? And pretty, you know, let's be real, the album was like, you know, it was like shit, right? And they go and justify it with a huge amount of ringtone sales. I mean, does that kind of bug you a little bit?
Hey man, different stroke for different folks. You know, everybody do this for different things.
No doubt.
You know, if that's what his goal and his motivation was to put out his record, to sell some ringtones, then that's him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody got their own thing and why they doing rap. You know,
definitely.
Me myself, I ain't rapping to sell ringtones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm rapping to be possibly to go down as one of the greatest to do it. I'm rapping to feed my family. You know, I'm rapping because I love it. You know what I'm saying? These are the reasons why I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't mind selling ringtones either. But that's not my motivation. You know, I think that's the situation. The ringtone thing is, like, hip hop is all about men. You know, it's always been about bragging and I got this and I got that. So when your album doesn't do well, what are you gonna brag about?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have something to brag about. Well, he gonna brag. He can't if he only sold 80,000 records. You know, and this you can't brag about selling 80,000 records, but you can brag and say I sold 1.5 million ringtones. Because he has to be able to justify to the world when he gets on the records and talk about how much money he has. That's his way of justifying. Oh, I made money off of this. That's why. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of people that actually go out and buy the album get offended if they put out a shit album if their main goal is to sell ringtones. I mean, what it boils down to is he might as well just go write jingles. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, I mean, if that's what some of these people want to do, more power to them. I mean, I just, you know, me, I do. Like I told you, man, I want to go down as one of the greatest. I mean, you know, I like Biggie, I like Pac, you know, you know, I like Jay, I like Nas, you know, I like Undoubtedly, you know, I like Andre 3000, Outkast, you know, Jones being Pimp C, 8-Ball MJG, you know, I like the greats, man. That's what I'm into. So if you ain't into to do that, then you know, me and you are not, you know, we probably don't even hang out or even communicate.
No doubt.
I don't communicate with those that don't want to be great.
No doubt, man. I mean, like I said, I could definitely tell you your music has a lot of substance, and you know, your influence. You definitely cut from the same cloth as a lot of, you know, a lot of people you just mentioned. That's why I'm sure when that joint comes out with you and Scarface, it's probably gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
It's incredible.
No doubt.